What's up, everybody? It's your girl Elmo 172331. As always, tonight we are going to have a little bit of fun. It's kind of selector requested, and I know that Select Screen did something similar for you guys. He did the Superman versus Ironheart trailer reaction, kind of side by side deal for you. But last week we got a request for my reaction to the Superman trailer, so that's what we're gonna do. I hope this is coming out good because this is my first time trying this new kind of software in this way. So bear with me. Hopefully it goes through. Let me know if it's not. All right. So if you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Check us out on most avenues of social media, pretty much everywhere you want to be, everywhere you should be, and go tell your sisters, mamas, brothers, cousins, brothers, nephews, in-laws to do the same. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it, y'all. Alrighty, so like I said, this is gonna be really different how it works. But Be Positive says, "Hi, it's funny how Thunderbolts flops because it has a predominantly white male cast. It's not gonna be brought up at all." So, my friend, I heard, whoa, we got Twitchception going on right here. I heard that Thunderbolts was pretty amazing. Like really and truly amazing, that people loved Thunderbolts. So care to give me your take on it? I'm curious to see what you thought about Thunderbolts. Was there a reason for it? Good, bad, ugly, somewhere in the middle? Let me know how it is. And Be Positive says Superman was a good trailer. So I watched it the first time. And now we're just going to get into it just another time, just like I said, because it was viewer requested. Shout out to RL on the ones and twos. All right. So how we normally do it is we run through the trailer one time without any commentary, anything, just to watch it and see what we think. And then the second time, then that's when we kind of do a little breakdown, a little bits and pieces, here and there. Okay. So Positive says Thunderbolt is overrated. Ooh, oh my. Them's fighting words with some people. You might have to take that up with Select. Ooh. I'm gonna direct you to our Discord. And yeah, I want to direct you to our Discord. And really, that might stir up a little something in our movie category. Because, like I said, most people like Thunderbolts that I've heard of. But Positive is negative about Thunderbolt. All right. So yeah, we're gonna run this through one time, and Twitch is not always nice to me, so we're gonna go with the YouTube side of things. All right, let me check Twitch right now. Ooh, yeah, Twitch got a little bit of Twitchception going on, so just we're gonna ignore Twitch for right now. But you should get the same effect. But I implore you to watch it more so on YouTube, alright? Alright, so let's get down to business.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some might.
A lot of fire.
It's a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States will
representing
cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world. More.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Your choices, your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. It's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
You have a dog?
All right, so let's catch up a bit here. With positive says the new dinosaur in Jurassic. Whoops, hey, let's. In Jurassic World, Rebirth is a cave troll from Lord of the Rings. Okay, we gotta discuss Jurassic Park for like, well, yeah, I think we're gonna have to discuss Jurassic Park, really, because I feel like that's being a little bit too far drawn out, but that's for another day. But yeah, I thought it looked like the cave troll. Cave troll. I thought it looked like the magical Leopleurodon from Charlie the Unicorn. You know, if you know, you know. The real villain in the Superman is cancel culture. This new Superman is less stoic, more normal, and the crowds booing him, throwing cans at his head, yeah, etc. Henry Cavill will be the new James Bond. Christopher Reeve's Scion is in this movie. Superman 1 and 2 are the only true great Superman movies. Ooh, positive is on the ones and twos tonight. So yeah, like I said, let's address Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park has been so far drawn out. They got to do something new, brand spanking new, to really capture the attention of its audiences, or they're going to be like, well, what's new about it? It's the same thing. You go into a place, bunch of dinosaurs about to get chewed up, but you kind of figure out some kind of solution to not get chewed up. And then we do the same thing all over again next year, right? For being more normal, I would have to agree. Okay. Superman is always, this pretty boy, with the little curly Q hair and everything. And like the really nice suits and everything. And that's one of the things that I didn't normally like about Superman. I hated how pretty he was, how everybody would just be so confused about his glasses. Okay, they would just be like mesmerized by the fact that he took off his glasses. I should have brought mine in demonstration. Let's see. I wonder right quick. No, I don't have my glasses, but I'll make a point of it one of these streams. Like, if you have on glasses and then you take them off, you are still the same kind of person. Just thought I'd point that out. So, Yeah, yeah. The new James Bond, huh? James Bond. That's another one we're probably gonna have to discuss at a later date. So yeah, James Bond and even I think some people would see Mission Impossible. Let us know if you want that to get broken down at all. I think it's coming out pretty soon. Let's see. I think it comes out on the 23rd. So if you guys want like some kind of discussion about Mission Impossible and James Bond or something like that, let us know. Let us know. Um, Christopher Reeve Cyan in this movie. All right. Yeah, yeah. For me, Superman is not my hero. Okay, and that's why I truly can't give Superman credit from anything ahead of this. And I know people are going to get on my case, but I've always been that way. I've always said that Superman is not my hero because he's too pretty, he's too, oh yeah, I'm perfect, I'm going to save the world, and everybody just loves Superman. I'm one of those people, nah. If you know anything about me, I am an Iron Man fan. And yes, Tony Stark is, he's the playboy, but he's the player and he makes a lot of mistakes in his life, He makes a lot of mistakes in his life. And to me, Iron Man, Tony Stark, he's got a lot of money, he's got a big house, he's got all this kind of fun stuff. But to me, Tony was always more relatable. He was always the superhero that I resonated with, where Superman was just, ugh. Like there are other main characters like that I just don't feel connected to. Now, other people might, but my personal opinion. Um, uh, it's all good. It's all good. I know computers. Like, I'm the biggest grammar Nazi there probably is. But anyway, don't worry about it. Superman normally acts like a royal prince, but this new one is normal. Mission Impossible was good. I prefer James Bond and Jason Bourne. Thoughts on Robert Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom? Should a different actor be Doctor Doom? I know I'm going to butcher this name. Killian Murphy? Is it Killian or? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm not again, Tom Cruise. I'm not a big, humongous Tom Cruise fan. So that's why Mission Impossible is kind of like, kind of thing. We do it for our selectors, not necessarily for us. Thoughts on Robert Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom? I'm on two sides of the fence because, of course, I would want Robert Downey Jr. to be Iron Man at all times. In my mind, Robert Downey Jr. epitomizes Iron Man. Just like, let's say Chadwick Boseman he'll always be my Black Panther. Okay, and people might, throw fits about that, but yeah, okay. And Chris Evans will be like my main Captain America. It's just in my initial mind's eye, those are the people that pop up in my mind. I think it's Ryan Reynolds. He'll probably always be Deadpool, and just different people like that. So for me, Robert Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom is kind of hard to swallow. But there have been discussions about an alternate universe where Tony Stark and Doctor Doom basically switch to where like Tony is Doctor Doom and Doctor Doom is Tony. So it's a really interesting alternate universe to pursue. And if they go that direction, then I think they could really do cool things. Or if they don't even show Doctor Doom's face. Okay, if they don't reveal in the movies that it's Robert Downey Jr. and they just keep Doctor Doom an entire enigma, even though in the fourth wall we already know who it is, then I would be okay with that. Just don't show Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, even though Doctor Doom is Doctor Doom. That's an idea. So, thoughts on Ironheart. I am rooting for Ironheart with everything that I got. Okay, because like I said, I resonate with Ironheart, Iron Man, all of the Iron series because they're my superheroes. Now, I felt like for a while, and we had this kind of discussion previous too, that they didn't promote it like they should. They didn't generate enough excitement like they had for the rest of the universe. You know, they're just kind of like, here it is, enjoy. So, do I think it's going to be a big box office explosion? Not unless we as the fans really get out there and make it an explosion. They haven't seemed to really do too much for it. Okay, they're trying to placate the fans just a little bit by having Ironheart, in my opinion, but they really haven't generated enough excitement to get people to get out of their houses, to go to the theater, to spend $20 on popcorn, and actually sit in the seat for 2 hours. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, everything that it's a great, like, it's a great thing. Is it a, yeah. Or is it a series? I'm sorry. Is it a series? Is Ironheart a series? See, this is the bad thing. They're not generating enough, like, intrigue. It's in theaters, right? And it's not the series, or am I getting things mixed up? But regardless, they have not generated enough excitement for people to go to the theaters, whether or not it's in theaters or... See what I mean? Let's check on Twitch right quick to make sure nobody's dealing with Twitch right now. Okay. All right. Twitch looks like it's doing its own thing, but I think we're good on it. Yeah, that's what I... See, I got it confused. My bad. See, I gotta know what I'm talking about before I talk about it. Let's give them something to talk... Right. Okay. Disney Plus series. My bad. Okay. But if they really wanted to make it big, if they really wanted to have their, just people excited, they should have done something. You know what I mean? They should have made a bigger deal out of it than just having it as a series. So, long story long, I'm hopeful for it. I hope that it gets enough of what it needs, you know? Who is Elmo? I'm Elmo. Pleased to officially meet you. I'm Elmo. Select Screen is my brother, and so I'm Elmo 172331. Yeah, and we share this channel. Mostly, I go on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and he does the days in between. And so, yeah. Yeah. Fantastic Four looks good. Everybody that has seen Fantastic Four trailers up to this point has been thoroughly impressed with Fantastic Four. This could be the energy that it needs to, like, jumpstart everything as well. We will get more on that soon. Yeah. Who do I prefer, Don Cheadle or Terrence Howard as War Machine? I've gone back a little bit on that. That's a good question. I think I'm going to have to go with Terrence Howard, though. I think he fits more of the role that War Machine would need. Don Cheadle is good. Don Cheadle's very, very good. And as a secondary War Machine, I think he fits that role. But in my mind's eye, it's Terrence Howard. Yeah. So, yeah. A new Tron movie? Like, Okay, positive. Positive is like giving us all the updates on everything. I'm digging this. I'm digging this. Okay. Avatar 3. Avatar 3 might be like Jurassic Park. It feels like the Avatar series could be really far drawn out. Okay. No, unpopular opinion, right? Unpopular opinion. But Avatar might be a little bit like washed up, if you will. Oops. Oops. But that's just what I think. Maybe I'll change my mind the more that I see of it, the more I hear that people enjoy it or not, but Last Bear, it's in 2026. Okay. Now, I enjoyed Avatar The Last Airbender. I watched the series probably once a year, like all the way through. The original Avatar Nickelodeon cartoon all the way through. I have specific shows that I watch once, if not twice a year, over and over again, even though I've seen them over and over again and I know what's going to happen over and over again. Okay, so shows like that are The Nanny. I watch Ice Age. I watch Shrek. And Avatar. I watch over and over again. And I actually watch all the episodes of Whose Line Is It Anyway? And then Impractical Jokers is another one of the shows that I watch over and over and over again a couple times a year just because I enjoy them so much. Avatar was really good. It really, really was a good series. Very well done. Now, as far as the movies, though, as far as live action series type stuff, trying to translate it into, the more PG 13 plus era, not necessarily. Do I like Korra? Do I like Korra? I'm on the fence with Korra because my initial thing is to compare it to Aang, compare the show to Aang, and I've only watched Korra through one time. Okay, my initial reaction is to compare Korra to Aang, and I know we can't necessarily do that because they're two separate individuals and stuff like that, but when you have a series as good as the first one, then Korra had to step up to the plate. Did I think that she did it? Yes and no. There are going to be things that I'll probably hold off on saying just because it would really, really upset people about it. So I'm just gonna say yes and no. I kind of like Korra and I kind of don't, but I'm gonna leave it at that just for the sake of keeping the pace. They need to stop these live action translations. For a lot of things, yeah, they do. I would agree. They can't always translate everything all the time. But I will say, as you can tell from my room back here, I'm a big Lion King fan, and I think they did a wonderful job on Lion King. And I'm probably like the biggest Lion King fan ever, and they did a wonderful job on it. So if you're going to do live action, you better come with it. You better come with it, you know? Mm-hmm. Do I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Select Screen and I used to play the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games all the time as kids, and all the little foot soldiers, we used to name them, like the blue ones were the blueberries, the green ones were the grapes and stuff, and we'd go up against them, and we just like, it's good memories of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with my brother. And now my nephew, which you'll probably see occasionally on the channel, Micah Muffin, and Jubilee Jellybean, my niece, you'll also occasionally see her on the channel. It's kind of been a legacy, carrying over from Select Screen and I to Micah Muffin, Jubilee Jellybean, and like they just got a turtle. They just got a turtle and named him Raph. like a real turtle, and his name is Raph. So yes, the legacy of TMNT, it continues. Did I like Jungle Book? I actually didn't get to see the live action Jungle Book. I haven't seen the cartoon of Jungle Book in many, 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 many years. Did I think Jungle Book was good back then? Yeah. Yeah, I watched Jungle Book quite a few times. And I had like the generic one, and I had the, official Jungle Book cartoon. They're very good, but I didn't get to go to the live action one. So, yeah. So, yeah, lots of cool stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run it back through the Superman trailer one more time. We're gonna run it through one more time, just a refresher, and then we're gonna do a little breakdown. All right, so let's get into it. Hopefully YouTube is nice to me.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of
It's
fire,
a
but-
lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world. Or
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Your choices, your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I claimed your boots. I'll go get them for you.
You have a dog?
All right. So when are we getting Captain Marvel and Marvel Rivals? I have no idea, honestly. No idea. Do I like Batman? Yes, I do. Except for when it's Robert Pattinson. I don't like Robert Pattinson. He's too just like... I guess I can't separate him from Twilight. And so when you have Robert Pattinson as Batman and then you see Twilight, then it's just like... I I can't separate the two. And I don't think that he's a very good actor, in my opinion. And yes, I know Batman is supposed to be, he's supposed to be dark and mysterious and all that kind of thing. And that's what Robert is trying to portray, but I don't think he does a good job of it. I don't think so. Who should replace Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman? Nobody. Nobody. And hey, Glue, what's up? What's up, Glue? He says no Peacemaker season 2. Boo! 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 You gotta probably write them write them a letter and tell them to do it. Yeah, just write them a letter. A carefully worded letter, I guess, to get them to do it. I don't know, I'm not sure. Alrighty. So, let's run this through and stop and start. Now, just to be forward and upfront with y'all, I am not a big Superman fan, so I'm not going to be able to point out this and that and the other and thingy-majiggies. That is what Select Screen does very, 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 very well in this case with this side of things. Okay, so plus he already did Superman and Ironheart type deals, so I'm not going to intrude upon that. This is just merely for extra fun. So, alright, going through. DC Studios.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
Okay, our first problem as a journalist that I almost happen to be a journalist. Why does she have this kind of recorder and not just like her phone? Why is this so retrograde? Get you an actual phone, get updated with the technology. Come on now.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman. Okay. So our first area of intrigue is why is he letting this interview happen? His whole identity, his whole thing is based on not letting people know who he is. That whole separation of Superman. So why is this interview happening? We're all kind of shocked. And we all know what happens when superheroes reveal their identity. It's kind of it can mess things up seriously.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of
It's a lot.
So we're going to point out here that, buddy, you throwing something against Superman's head is not going to have any kind of effect. Yes, it is going to make people upset and angry, but throwing something against his head is not going to do anything. He is immune to things like that. So, nice try, but not going to work. What has made everybody so mad at Superman? Okay, what got to this point too? What even, why, honestly, why? Is it because, he's there, illegally,
Today, the Secretary of
Curious.
Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Nate?
stopped a war. And yet, he's the underappreciated hero, right? If somebody stops a war and saves people's lives, don't you think that kind of deserves some kind of merit? Just saying. And I guess this is why it's a morality issue and it's an issue of honor. Where do we draw that line? He's not from here. So he's saving people that, like, no friends, no family initially, you know. He's an outsider. In so many words, he's an outsider looking in, and he deemed it fit to save people, to stop a war. And here she is like, oh, maybe you stopped a war, or maybe he started another one.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
Is that why people are so mad? Is that why they're throwing cans at the back of his head? Or is it just because they don't like Superman like I originally?
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of the United States.
anybody.
I wasn't representing anybody but me. Yeah, it's like, I'm here saving the world. Can you please just be grateful for that just a little bit and not start problems just a little bit?
For me and doing good.
Saving little
I
people.
would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
People were going to die. Shouldn't that be enough to save people's lives? Probably so. Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Again, he's immune to anything Earth can really throw at him. Pup, yeah.
Your choices.
The animation looks great.
Actions. That's
Like, it doesn't look too corny and out of the way, you know, where it's just kind of like, you know, it. Uh-oh, did our YouTube stream stop? Hang on, let me refresh. Sorry. Let me make sure. Uh-oh, did our stream get shut down? Hang on. Let me check this out right quick. On YouTube, did YouTube decide to be mean to me about it? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm sorry, guys. Hold up, let me let our YouTube folks know. They do this quite a bit to us. Okay. I was wondering why YouTube kind of stopped for the moment there. So, alright. We're gonna
what makes you who you are.
keep running through.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
You have a dog?
Alright. So we're not gonna keep it long. So, because like I said, YouTube being YouTube. So this is basically our review of it, and we chit chatted about a lot of other topics along the way. Shout out to Clue. Shout out to Positive on our channel. So thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, we're just gonna cut it right here. Keep it real short, sweet, and to the point. But yeah. So be on the lookout for more Superman, more stuff going on. All right, guys. So remember, as always, to be kind to one another. Take care of each other. Don't forget to choose your destiny. And for now, I'm out.